Hi guys, I'm back. So here I am. You're wondering what I'm doing when I trade stocks at home. I'm doing that now. I made a trade just now, first trade in a few days, and I purchased some natural gas to go long, up. It had a very nice looking technical pattern recently on the 60-minute chart, and I bought that pattern after it broke through price around $3.35. I bought, and it just so happens that it was in line with bullish natural gas inventories report. So I took some money out of my S&P 500 investment and I put it in natural gas because the S&P 500 is down today, and I'm sort of hedging. It's a defensive move, but it's not. I'm not just taking money off the table and putting it in cash. I'm taking money off the table and putting it in natural gas, which is very bullish right now. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. Flu, cold, whatever. And so I had 97% of my portfolio in the S&P 500 index, and that is an ETF, and I just buy the whole thing. It's an ETF, which is an exchange traded fund that is very cheap to own. The management expense ratio is 0.39% per month, so that's very cheap. And it's just like a mutual fund, only it's comprised of all the 500 components of the S&P 500 index. The S&P 500 is not a stock exchange. It's just a broad index of companies, the 500 largest companies in the USA. And that S&P 500 index is used as a benchmark for all other equity related trades, investments to be measured against. The S&P 500. It's diversified. I've got 500 different companies in this fund. And it also is a leveraged fund, which means that the company who constructed this fund is Horizon Exchange Traded Funds Incorporated. And they use derivatives, options and futures to make the return on the exchange traded fund 2 times the return of the S&P 500. So if the S&P 500 goes up 1%, my fund goes up 2%. Get it? So if the S&P 500 goes up 7 or 8% since the Donald Trump election, then my ETF goes up 14 to 16%. And that's exactly what I've done because I've owned it since November 9th, since I started buying it right around just before the election. So it's been a very good trade. I've got lots of profit in it, and I am, I'm not going to cash, but I am lightening up, and I'm going into another sector that's looks very positive. So we'll see how things go with this natural gas trade. There is, and what I actually have done is I have purchased an ETF, a leveraged ETF, which goes up 2 times whatever the magnitude move is in natural gas for that day. So natural gas over yesterday has increased 7%. So you're asking me why I'm buying natural gas when it's just gone up 7%. Well, it's gone up 7% from a very low point in a very short period of time. I mean, it dove down to this level last week. And I was in cash. I was not really, I didn't own any of it. I wasn't short. And I'm expecting that this trade is going to take this thing up another 10%. So if I have an ETF that goes up 2 times whatever natural gas goes in a day, then I hope to make 20% on this investment. If I can multiply it, if I can add, double it up as the hours go by over the next week or so, then I can make a significant profit in that. So we're just getting going with that this morning, and I am going to keep you posted on what's happening with that trade. So I bought the HNU at Horizons Natural Gas Up Fund at $10.84. I bought 1,000 shares, so there's a good little chunk of change in there. And I will keep you posted on its progress every single day going forward. And so we'll see if I can turn that $10,840 into 12 or 13,000. Let's see what happens. I'll tell you if I buy more. I'll tell you if I sell it, because if it starts jagging down right now, I'm going to get out. But it's not. It's moving sideways and everything is cool. So we'll see what happens, and I will keep you posted. Take care.